$300,000. What could you do with $300,000 in 1 month? How would that change your life? What kind of Lambo would you buy? What color? So that is a really shitty intro, but the reason that I bring this up is because my wholesale business profited $300,000 last month, in the month of April, as we record this in May. And I just want to share my lessons that we got from this so that you can implement this in your real estate investing business and hopefully scale past me, go way past 300 grand and go to 1 million, 10 million, whatever. So let's get into the juice. So what I mean by we closed $300,000, this is profit. This is not net profit. This is gross profit. This is revenue. We bought the house for 100, sold it for 120, we made 20. So we did, 10 of those. Our average wholesale fee year to date is $34,000. So that means we closed about 9 deals, if you do that math. So we closed $300,000 worth of profits. After that, there's commissions and there's expenses, but our business is very, very healthy since we have a lot of commission-only staff and we keep our expenses really low. We make a very, very healthy profit. Let's just say that. Now, let's talk about the lessons I learned to get there. And before I go into that, I did not start this way. This is like an overnight success in 8 years in the making. This is my 8th year in real estate investing. And I've had ups and I've had downs. I've had great months, I've had bad months. I've had great years, I've had bad years. But now we are really running a rhythm that we're very consistent. And this is just my wholesale business. I also have a business of fixing and flipping that does another 7 figures a year. And then we have some education stuff and also have rentals and Airbnbs. They did not always start that way, okay? So I'm just saying that this could be your end product. I'm still not even 30 years old and I am an idiot. I did not do good in school. I was living in my mom's house when I started. I sold cars for $200 a car. I'm not the brightest individual. I just like to read and I stayed focused on wholesale. So without further rants, boom. What is the number one tip? The number one tip I learned from having this crazy month was conversion is king. What do I mean by this? We've done all types of lead sources. We've tried texting, we've tried cold calling, we've tried signs, we've tried direct mail, we're now doing PPC. But you know what's crazy? That we've had $100,000, $200,000 months before, frequently, right? And we've done all sorts of marketing to get there. We've done it through text, we've done it through cold call, we've done it through direct mail, I've done it through whatever. Through MLS, I've had $100,000 a month. But what I realized to get past that is you really have to focus on the conversions. Wherever the leads are coming in, text, cold call, PPC, does not matter. Your conversion process has to be airtight. There has to be a way that you can track how many contacts, and that'll lead me into my second most important thing. So first important thing was conversion is king, meaning your salespeople, your closers, you guys have to be on point. Every time a lead comes in, you have to know exactly that 1 through 10 step process, that 3-step process, whatever it is for you. You have to have a very laid out process and just execute and track it. So to number 2, the lesson that I learned is tracking the right numbers daily. And this is for us in our world, in our sales conversion world, is from leads to contacts. So how many leads did we get in today? How many of those have we contacted? From contacts to opportunities. Out of those leads that we contacted, how many of them turn into hot leads? That's what we call opportunities. Then out of those opportunities, how many of them did we do a phone appointment, since we closed all our deals over the phone? How many of them did we make an offer over the phone? Out of those, how many of those did we send a contract to the seller over the phone? Then out of those, how many did we accept? And that means how many contracts we got signed. Out of those contracts signed, how many did we sell? How many did we close? So that cycle, you could rewind that and literally just copy and paste that little formula that has taken me years to figure out. And it sounds so freaking simple. And I beat myself up like, Raul, why didn't I think of that? Like, it was so simple before. But it's fine. I'm a late bloomer, can't blame myself. It is what it is. Now I'm a late bloomer, but now I'm going to explode into a beautiful little caterpillar or whatever. A caterpillar, something like that. Whatever blossoms. I think it's a butterfly or caterpillar. I can't remember. That will be me later on in life, maybe later than others. But that process of tracking those metrics daily and weekly and becoming a sergeant on it, particularly in the wholesale business. And if you're still watching this and don't know what wholesale is, it's really just finding a property, a distressed property under contract, like a home, a building, whatever, putting it under contract, making a cash offer. We buy houses, that stuff. Make a cash offer, you get that under contract, then you sell it to a buyer for more money. So right now for us, our average deal is we get a house for about $160,000 and we sell it for about $182 or $184,000. I'm sorry, $194,000, $34,000 profit. So that's like our average median price point and everything. So our average price that we get a house locked up is about $160. That's, we're a bunch of different markets. We do different advertising. Now, the learning lesson number 3 is you have to be obsessed with closings. What do I mean by this? We struggled early on last year, probably in the middle part of the year, like June, July, August. We struggled making a lot of income, even though we were getting a lot of deals, meaning we were getting a lot of contracts, but weren't closing them. This is what we call vanity metrics. Vanity metrics are like, yeah, we got 20 contracts this month. We got 30 contracts this month. Oh yeah, we projected 500,000 in revenue. This was happening to us. But yet we were only closing 100. So I'm like, what the is going on? And when I really looked at it, and with help of one of my mentors, we realized that my contract to close ratio was way off. And we weren't obsessing about closings. We're obsessing about the front end, about the conversions, which is really important. But in order to get past $100,000 a month and go to 300, and now we're projecting even more, 400,000 or 500,000. By the end of the year, we're projecting we should have at least one $600,000 a month, which is crazy to me. 600,000 one month, like, I don't know, even to now, like, it's still kind of crazy for me. I remember I was making 100,000 a year, like, just not that long ago. And now to make, I don't know, this little rant. But anyways, what I'm saying is you have to be obsessed with the closing, with how many contracts are you getting and how many of them are actually turning into dollars. Contract to close ratio. A really, really healthy contract to close ratio should be 80%. So if you get 10 properties under contract, you should sell and close 8 of them. All right, if you're looking at this and you're actually wholesaling or you're thinking about it, you're like, what the heck is that? Well, just to give you context, we are not good at this, right? As we speak, we're at 31.5%. And literally it's on my board right behind me. And my goal for this quarter is to get it to 40%. And then by the end of the year, we're going to 70, 80%. That, like, it's going to happen. And since we got obsessed over it, we're at 50% this quarter alone, meaning we've jumped a lot from 31 to 50%, which only makes a huge freaking difference in our income. So these are the types of things that this is more of like a nitty gritty video if you're already doing wholesaling or you got a small team or you've done 1 deal, 3 deals or 10 deals, or maybe you want to scale up to 100 and 500 and 1,000. This is the kind of things you have to think about. And if you're just getting started, it's also good to be aware that these things exist. Because when I started 7-8 years ago, if I would have had this knowledge or had this written down somewhere, if I would have seen this video, I probably would have triggered me sooner and I would have made way more money faster. So whatever step you are in the wholesale or real estate investing game, this is a good video to just reference to and think about, hey, if you do want to get to $300,000 a month or $500,000 a month, which is, $3, $4, $5, $6 million a year in revenue, these are some things that we learned and I learned that took me a long freaking time to learn. So I hope that it does not take you that long. And what I know it doesn't take that long is when you smash that like button and hit that subscribe bell. It really just helps the YouTube algorithm and you're helping another YouTube algorithm in need. And all you have to do to donate is go click, click, click. I don't know why I made that noise. Click, click. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, please comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.